I've got a tasty Clapton lick today, and this is from his performance at the Royal Albert Hall, the 24 Nights gigs. And this is a perfect example of how Eric would mix the major and the minor pentatonic. I'm just going to look through one lick today, but we'll go into it in quite some detail with the tabs. So I'm going to play it through a couple of times and then we'll break it down. So we're in the key of D. So this is a D blues lick, and we've got the scales we're going to be looking at. We've got D minor pentatonic, box 1 off the 10th fret. And then we've got the D blues scale, so we're doing the D minor pentatonic, but we're just going to add in the flat 5. And then off that same root, we can plug in our D major pentatonic. So that would be 10-12 on the low E, 9-12 on the A, 9-12 on the D, then we've got 9-11 on the G, 10-12 on the B, and 10-12 on the high E. And this lick mixes them together. So it starts off major pentatonic. So we've got our pinky on the 5 of the scale, so that's on the A note on the A string. So this is in the major and the minor pentatonic. So that's where the lick starts. And then it goes 9-12 on the D string, so that's major pentatonic. This 9th fret of the D, that's in the major pentatonic. This is our root on the D string on the 12th fret. So that's how it starts off. We've got 12th fret A, then 9-12 on the D string. And then we're going to hammer in. So the G string, 10th fret, that's the minor 3rd, minor pentatonic, but we're going to hammer in to the major 3rd, which is in the major pentatonic. And you can also kind of view this as mixolydian as well. So we're going to go hammer in, 10 to 11, that's the major 3rd. 10 to 11. Then we're going to go 10th fret of the B. This is the 5th again, so that's in the major and the minor pentatonic. And then back over to the 12th fret on the G string. So this is in the major and the minor pentatonic. And then straight after that, we're going to hammer back in from 10 to 11 on the G into that major 3rd. So it's always a good move, the 4 of the scale here on the G takes you perfectly to that major 3rd. And then to hammer it, you can always go 4 and then hammer into that major 3rd. It sounds good when you come from that 4 into that 3rd. So after that hammer into the major 3rd, we're going to go 12, 12, 10 on the D string, so that's root, flat 7. So we're mixing in the major and the minor pentatonic notes here, all in one lick. And then we walk down on the A string, 12, 11, 10, 9. So 12 in the major and the minor pentatonic. This is where we do the blues scale because we're getting in that flat 5. So we're going to walk 12, 11, 10, and then it finishes on the 9th fret with some vibrato. That's the major 3rd again. So it's that same note there. Let's watch the lick again. what I'll do, I'll slow this down a bit so we can see exactly what's going on. So I use VLC. I use VLC and then I cut stuff out, and then I slow it down so it's easy to learn. Then obviously I tab this stuff out. So it's a great lick. And you can sort of mix this up. You can find like a jam track. If I've got a jam track here, this is just D7, and you can just practice it over a jam track. You can end the lick halfway through and just end it on the major third. Just end it on the root. End it on the flat 7. So when you get a lick like this, or any lick, you don't have to do it over a 12-bar blues and wait for the change. Just get a jam track. There's hundreds of them on YouTube, and just one chord or loop one chord and just practice that one lick and try and mix it up. End on the different chord tones of the chord, and it gives you an idea what this stuff sounds like. So again, if I do the full lick. But then if I choose to stop it on that second hammer into the major third, it sounds a little bit different. We're hitting the same notes, but we've just phrased it differently by, landing in a different spot. You could land on the 5 after the first hammer. And then come back up, finish on the root. Come and listen to the flat 7, what that sounds like. I'm going to do another Clapton lick tomorrow from this same performance, so it's going to be in the same key, but a much more complicated one. And it will go perfectly with this one. I'm going to do a bunch of Clapton licks, but I'm going to keep the videos to just sort of one lick, one set of tabs, and then demonstrate it with the jam track. So it can be, the jam track can be completely different speed, in a different context. As long as it's the same chord, you can practice these licks. And then if you wanted to move that, I recommend getting a jam track for, say, G. You can practice it in the key of G. It's exactly the same. If you wanted to do it in the key of A, back to D. You could come back from the 3rd and then finish it by hitting the root on the D string on the 12th fret. Let's play it through one more time, and then I'll go over it one more time really slowly. Let's get this back up to speed. One last time. Clapton was always all over that major third. So the second lick, the lick I'm going to do in the next video, so that lick is like a mini little solo, it's incredible. So I'll go over that one slowly. Again, I'm going to have the tabs for that as well. I'm going to do a bit of a run on Clapton licks, and I'll do them all in the same key. So at the end of it, we can like bunch them together and put them together over a 12-bar blues. So any questions or comments, please leave it all below. Any questions, you can email me or just write it in there in the comments, and I'll come back tomorrow with another lick. Cheers.